Welcome to Scheduled Nonsense. I'm Sarah.
I'm Katie.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Two mics, two minds, yapping about everything all the time. Unfiltered thoughts with no defense. Tune in to Scheduled Nonsense.
All right, my friend. We've got our beverages.
We're ready to
We've got our Friday evening. Both done with work for now.
Thank God.
Well, I need to, after I pick my husband up from work, I do need to come back and do much work.
This is very sad.
It's okay. That's okay.
Many reports.
I'm making a lovely email. I love nothing more than building a beautiful email.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. So it's one of my favorite activities.
We love that.
It's been a minute.
It has. It has.
Many minutes.
Many minutes since we have discussed anything other than Taylor Swift.
We have been together in person.
Correct. It was
Since we
fabulous.
last spoke. We had as good of a time as we could have with the government being shut down. Not the best when you live 40 minutes from Washington, D.C. and your planned activities were going to the Smithsonian museums, going to the zoo, what have you.
I'd like to add that was in fact the backup plan that the government shut down, because the government also killed the original plan.
We really should have done more of a think on that, I suppose. But
nobody we could not have known.
Correct. Like, the air travel was one thing, and it has gotten much worse.
Yeah,
I, in fact, travel regularly. I travel 5 days a week for work, so I'm generally on a plane at the start of the week and at the end of the week. I have not been on a plane since I took one in the beginning of October, because I was going to Seattle and back, but I have not been on a plane since probably for 6 to 8 weeks, and I don't have any plans to be in the future. Everything that I do for work is in theory drivable. It takes more time and doesn't have the convenience of being able to do work while traveling, other than making phone calls, but it's just not a risk that really any of us are willing to take right now when you see the level of cuts that just came out. All three major airports in the DC area, if you include BWI, all three major New York airports, just a lot of the straight up the coast. So it's going to be a no from me, dog.
Don't leave that one to the side.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
Other methods of travel are required. And, I did consider potentially at times taking the bus to New York, until I heard a story that I won't even be told. Well, I guess I considered taking the train and bus combo. But you took the train and bus combo back.
I did.
From DC.
Yes.
And I haven't heard the tale yet, but a tale it is.
It is. So, okay, so I would like to add that outside of this incident, if you will, the Concorde is great. Love the Concorde.
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. And it wasn't the Concorde's fault that this happened.
No.
So, my train was running late.
Sorry, not to cut you off. One more moment on the Concorde. I'm not a bus girl, okay?
No, I've outgrown the Greyhound.
People get surprised. I think a few people do think I'm like bougie and whatever, and about some things, but a bus is gonna be one of them, I had no other option whenever I was in that hit and run back in Connecticut a few years ago when we first met. When I was doing some training for work, and I had to take a bus from Hartford, Connecticut to Boston, and then from Boston to Portland. And it's only solidified, the trip from Connecticut to Boston only solidified that I do not belong on a Greyhound bus. It was a real trend when I was in like middle school and high school to get on, what was it called? It was $1. It was like...
Oh, the Megabus.
Yeah. That was a huge thing for like the girls who wanted to go to New York, the girls who wanted to,
Yeah, I took the Megabus several times from Richmond to DC when I was in college.
I could maybe do 2 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
What was your experience there?
It was honestly, it was great. They
Yeah.
they had Wi-Fi, they had outlets, they had a bathroom on the bus. Like I never had the it was like the Concorde Plus in its heyday.
Oh, geez. Well, interesting. I've heard horror stories about the megabus and things like that.
I
so,
never had any issues.
yeah, well, that's great for you.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I'd be on a megabus right now.
No.
No, ma'am. So I'm not a bus girl, you know? At minimum, we're taking the train or driving. And I'm grateful that I can say that,
Yeah.
you know? But so I had a terrible experience from Hartford to Boston. No good. Got the Concorde. What a world change. It was the best, most comfortable experience I could have ever imagined. I couldn't imagine it would be so good. So much so that, like, anytime I had gone from Portland to Boston, it makes so much more sense to take the Concorde if you can't get a flight out of Portland, Maine, to just take the Concorde down. They stop at every terminal. They pick you up at every terminal. I was so comfortable with the Concorde that I used that as my mode of transportation to get down to Boston for my wedding when I was on like a time crunch to fly to Pennsylvania from Boston. Couldn't recommend more to anybody in the New England area.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, just had to give them their moment because they deserve it.
Yeah. They're honestly really great. And it's not the Concorde's fault what happened here.
Actually, the only thing I know about the story is that part of it is your fault.
It is my fault for where I sat. Yeah.
Correct. You sat down and you said you knew.
I should have
what was going to
gotten
happen.
up and chosen a different seat. Yeah, correct.
Mm-hmm.
So my train was running late, as it does, and I had to run my ass through the South Station in Boston to get to the train, or to get to the Concorde bus.
Where was it that your train got held up and delayed at during your journey?
That would be Newark, New Jersey. As
Once
in
again,
anywhere else.
Newark strikes again.
Newark and I, oil water. Not good.
No.
We don't like her. We don't like her. So, there was like track issues. I don't know what the fuck was going on. So, we get there. I run my ass to the bus terminal, which is like, the walkways were all closed, and there's construction at South Station right now. So I had to go outside and around, and then back through, and then up 3 flights to get to the bus terminal.
Your sister could never.
No, she would not have survived.
Yeah.
So I finally get there. I get on. I'm probably the last person to get on the bus. It was like 5 minutes before the bus was supposed to leave. I don't know how I pulled that off. So I get on the bus, and as I do, I go to the back. Because I'm, one, least likely to get somebody to sit next to me, and 2, I don't get stuck in the weird, like, rush to get off as soon as humanly possible thing that happens also on the bus like it does on a plane.
Yeah, I don't know where I would sit if given the choice. I would say at least in the back half. I don't know that I would want to be stuck, like that there was nowhere to go further if I like needed to make a change. I don't know. I don't know where I would shoot.
There was a couple rows behind me, but it's also like close to the bathroom if I need it. Like, it just works for me.
Makes sense.
So,
and Katie, one thing about Katie is she likes to know that things are operating as they should be, right? She needs to observe. She needs to know that everything's under control. Perfect seat on an airplane is right behind the wing so that you can make sure that the landing gear is on the left side. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Make sure that everything's operating correctly. I wonder what you would do if it wasn't in that scenario. Like, would you be the one to hop in and make an adjustment?
Yeah, throw an absolute fit, probably.
Oh, okay.
I would be that bitch on the internet.
Well, you had a good view of the bus is the point.
I did.
It's been going on.
So I get back there, and I sit down, and the seats are kind of staggered, but the seat across from me, so there's like 2 seats. There's the one in front is like 2 women, and then the one behind is a man on the aisle seat and a woman on the window seat. And I sit down, I get all settled in. I'm like, I made it.
You
Everything's
get
fine.
comfortable.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's fine. And then out of nowhere, I
Mm-hmm.
hear the gentleman, and I'm not gonna say gentleman, that's absolutely not true. He was not the gentleman.
Uh-oh.
This guy says to his girlfriend that I learned, he says, but you don't understand, I like really, really, really love you. And I'm like, oh shit.
Terrible sign.
Oh shit. Um,
Oh.
and at first, I was like, okay, well, this will be a funny story, so I'm gonna stay. Because I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna move. There was a couple of seats that I could have sat in, and I was like, this will be great. It's fine. Like, like, it's no big deal. Because I
Catherine.
totally expected for, by the time that we got to Logan International, to
Mm-hmm.
pick up people, I guess there was a bus that was canceled for something, and like, I don't know what happened, but something happened, like technical or accident or something. And so there was a lot of people at Logan International that really wanted to get on this bus, and there was only like 7 seats.
Yeah, you rolled up with like 7 seats and 50 plus people waiting in line for those seats.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. So I totally expected to have like one of those people come sit next to me on
Mm-hmm.
the ride up to Maine.
Mm-hmm.
But the universe had other plans for the seat next to me.
Oh no.
So, anyway, that happens. And I'm like listening. So, they're having a fight because they went to, I don't know, they were wearing like hockey jerseys. So,
Okay.
I assume they went to a Bruins game. And
Mm-hmm.
they
Okay.
must have gone to some bar either before or after or something.
Oh no.
Because they were fighting about that the guy thought some other guy was flirting with his girlfriend, and he thought she gave him her number and was flirting back. And
Oh.
apparently the bouncer said that told him that his girlfriend was like flirting with all these men and stuff.
I can assure you that unless the bouncer was like good friends with this gentleman, the bouncer is there to avoid trouble. Okay?
Correct.
He is not there to stir shit. That is the last thing he wants on
Correct.
his workday.
Correct.
You know?
Yes.
So I feel pretty confident. Don't know anything about the situation, but I feel pretty confident that the bouncer wasn't like, "Hey, just so you know, nobody wants to deal with that."
Correct. Correct. So and then the fight like continues, and she started talking about how all these women were hanging around him at the bar. And then she brought up some other girl that he, I guess, used to either date or just be friends with benefits, something. I know a lot about these people's lives, have no idea what their name is. But they still Snapchat regularly.
Oh, I mean, say no more.
Yeah, so he starts pulling the whole, oh well, that's not even what we're talking about, that has nothing to do with this thing.
You don't understand. I really love you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and he also told her, this was the funniest thing to me because she was so correct in her response to this, but he told her, he was like, well, if you wanted me to stop talking to her, you should have just told me. To which she turned around and said, I shouldn't have to tell you to stop Snapchatting your ex booty call when I'm your girlfriend.
Oh boy, so much to unpack here.
Yeah. But then, God bless white women.
I don't know about that.
Everybody in this story is white. Everybody, myself, them, the person who's about to enter the chat.
Katie, you're on a bus to Maine. We all already knew that.
Correct. But this woman, she had, I don't know where she got the audacity to inject herself into this conversation.
Oh boy.
But she whips around and looks at him and goes, you just need to respect her choices and respect her and respect that she can take care of herself. So then he and her are yelling at each other.
Oh
And
boy.
then this woman starts looking at the girlfriend and it's like, you don't deserve this. You can do better. This is how it starts. And then it gets physically abusive. Like, I've been through this before. Like, just,
Ooh.
ma'am. Ma'am. Rough. So, like, anyway, I think, like, she eventually turns back around. They keep arguing a little bit. And the girl's like, finally, at one point, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was something along the lines of, like, well, if that's how it's gonna be, then this just isn't gonna work. And so
Fair
they, like,
assessment, yes.
yeah, they stop talking. She's crying. Like, she's like,
Aw.
trying to keep it under wraps. You know how you do? But she's
What?
like, I could hear her crying.
Are we talking like 25 and under? I would
I
presume.
don't think so. I
No.
don't think so. I think like mid to late 20s. He
Okay.
looked like he was in his 30s, and she
Wow.
definitely looked older than 25.
Okay.
But I don't think she was like quite in her 30s yet.
Okay.
He also, I should add, has the like worst raspy smoker's voice I have ever heard in my entire life.
Girl, get out of there.
Correct.
That alone.
They stop
Thank you.
talking, she's crying, and it's just like a whole thing. And so I'm like, okay, it's over. No problem. All of a sudden,
Uh-huh. Yep.
that man decided it would be, and by this time we have already left Boston Logan. I should add, it is a 30-minute drive from South Station to Boston Logan.
Did no one so no one filled the seat next to you from Boston Logan?
Correct.
Oh boy.
Correct.
Mhm.
So, which was very upsetting because there was a lot of people, and I even raised my hand that I had an empty spot next to me.
The universe said, actually, we have a plan for that seat.
Correct. So I don't know. I don't know what was going on. Maybe the bus driver didn't see me. I don't know. Because he asked everybody to raise their hand and then counted how many had empty seats. So I
Yeah.
don't know. But anyway,
It might have been all couples at that point. I don't know.
yeah, nobody sat down next to me. So all of a sudden, the guy gets up
Yeah.
and comes into my seat.
Mm-hmm.
And he did the whole like man expansion thing. So I'm like crushing myself into this wall because
Nope.
I don't want to touch, be around anything. Like I don't want any part of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then he like started, I don't know, he fell asleep, and then the girl went into the bathroom for a while, came back, things like settled down, and then later he went to the bathroom, and the woman in front of her and her started talking some more and like giggling and laughing, and I don't know about what. But he came back from the bathroom and he was like giving mean eyes to their giggling and laughing.
And this is a 2-hour drive or so?
2.5,
From-
yeah.
2.5. Oh boy. Yeah.
Because we were on the south side, yeah.
Yeah. And this was all at what time? What time did you end up getting to Portland?
After 11, so
Yeah.
this was about 8:15 is when the bus was supposed to leave South Station.
Very troublesome.
Correct.
I'm so sorry, my friend.
Yeah, it was a great time. I had the great time with that one.
I absolutely adore you. But I do have to say, the last 2 times that we have hung out together, you have had a real issue getting back to where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I would love to continue to vacation with you. I do just think I need to maintain a separate travel.
I mean, to be fair, I have never had this many issues. So I think it's just we're a lethal combo together.
Well, and I think anytime you have to, we need to try somewhere where you don't have to pass through Newark, New York, or Newark,
Correct.
New Jersey.
Correct.
Because that is also a common denominator that is the trigger for the issues.
Yes,
So
yeah.
maybe we'll have to adventure somewhere else and see. We'll have to test it, see how it goes. See if
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is us together or if it's just that
That hellscape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct. Correct.
poor Newark. But, that damn Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
So-
God bless. God bless. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was a good time. That was my bus story.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, it's been a time.
Yeah, I could not get back to Portland fast enough after all of that. Could not come soon enough.
Yeah. Did you enjoy your train ride in general?
I did. It was pretty nice. It had Wi-Fi. I got to read my book and like play on TikTok for a while. I
Was it more
eventually
comfortable than being on a plane?
It was because I was like seated at a table and the seats were much larger than an airplane. Not difficult, but much larger. And I was pretty close to the bathroom. The food train or the food car was only a couple cars down. Like I could get up and walk and get the food and go to the bathroom and come and sit back down, and it was just like
Yeah.
it was nice. I'm not going to lie. It was nice.
I loved it because you had service and I could text you the whole time.
Correct. Correct.
No airplane modes required.
No, none whatsoever. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.
Well, that sounds nice. That's good to know. I was really spoiled because my last flight was to Seattle and it was on Alaska Airlines. And that shit
So
is
ready to go. That
yeah.
that is the Alaska is the one, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Matt and
I've been dramatically disappointed by airlines in general. You and I are on the same page that like Spirit Airlines actually is that bitch.
it's the way to go, I think.
Oh my goodness. You can get I flew from Pittsburgh to Newark for a work trip in the summer and cuz I was home seeing family. And I think my first class ticket for like the big comfy seat that got you the check bag, carry on, all that jazz, snacks was like $146 and it was only one way, but would have no problem.
Yeah. When
At
I went
all.
to see my sister in Atlanta, I flew Spirit and it was the same. It was like $255 round trip for the first class big seat whatever.
That's
Which, I
what
mean,
my ticket costs or more when I typically
any
fly
other
United.
airline. And when I did the math, like
Mhm.
for me to, because I always check a bag, you know how I feel about that.
Mhm.
But I was going for like a week and a half, so I had a lot of stuff. And I was when I did the math, the regular seat plus the cost of checked bags plus like God only knows what else. I probably would want Wi-Fi or something. Like
Yeah.
all of that cost more than just buying the big seat. And that was
Everyone
infinitely more comfortable.
exactly. And it's a newer plane. I had a great experience. We flew non first class Spirit on the way back from Las Vegas
Yeah.
to did we fly to Pittsburgh or Dulles? I don't remember. Did we fly to Pittsburgh to get the
I
dog?
flew to Pittsburgh.
Okay. Um a wonderful time. Like I've never had a bad experience. I've only flown once on Delta, so I can't give 100% true read. That's who everyone talks about, and it was not anything to write home about. It was smaller and less comfortable than a United seat, which is not anything special at all. Um, yeah, and I just not impressed at
Yeah.
all by the options. So we'll have to do a look, but I wish I could fly Spirit more often.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
When I get upgraded on United, it's nice, but that's few and far between. So,
Yeah.
speaking of traveling, one thing that we did not put on our list to discuss, but we must. I mean, Shay Mitchell take all my money. I should set up a direct deposit to her
Mm-hmm.
just so that everything's taken care of from the jump because she teamed up with Selena Gomez and Rare Beauty
Yeah.
with a real knockout punch.
I got on the website at like 12:04 and that shit was gone.
Yeah.
And I was so sad. I was like the only thing that was left was the brush bag.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's so cute, but it's too small for me. I can't do it. And I wanted that makeup bag so bad.
And there was nothing in the color though. It was the only thing left was like in black.
Yes.
So yeah, it says sold out. I don't know. I'm sure they have to know what they were up to with that one.
It says
But-
gone for good. Like
Uh-huh. Oh, I want that floral bag back. Oh my goodness. She does not miss.
no.
No. From the Gap collab to Selena and Rare to she's all over it.
Yes.
And
yes.
credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
You know? So could not go without mentioning that one.
Correct.
Another thing the girls were lined up for recently was Nick got so frustrated whenever Pumpkin Spice Day was like in the actual news. He was in Pittsburgh and he called me outraged. He was in Pittsburgh with his mom. And he's like, you wouldn't believe. He's like, before they talked about anything going on in the country, before they talked about, he's like, the lead story was that pumpkin spice lattes are back tomorrow. And I'm like, buddy, that is the lead story in the United States of America.
You want to see a pickup in the economy, you bring back pumpkin spice lattes.
That is Democrat, Republican, Independent, East Coast, West. That is what everybody cares about, you know? So
uniting front.
Recently, it was, Red Cup Day. It was release of the holiday drinks.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a very cute little barista.
Yeah, with the hat.
He had the little cup in his hands, and he had a little hat. And, it came out on TikTok maybe a few days or a week before. You could not get your bear paws on that bear. He sold out in mere moments. And, the girls were lined up for holiday drink day.
Yeah.
They also recently released protein in their drinks.
And I have tried several times. I do.
You do?
I do. I have tried both the protein, like the regular protein milk thing and the protein cold foam, and I like them both.
I have to try the cold foam. I tried 2 days ago. I don't know. Time means nothing in my world anymore. I think it was yesterday. It must have been yesterday. I was in Pennsylvania yesterday. Yeah. So, oh my God, this was all just yesterday. So time really has no place in my world.
Yeah, no concept.
No. But I got the protein milk and it was fine. Maybe it was because I got a different drink than I normally get as well.
Yeah.
But I'm used to getting oat milk. So I don't know. I'm going to have to try a few different options. I like, obviously, the fact that I can get that. I recently was talking to a coworker and she said that she really liked it as well. So that's what made me want to try it. But I'll do a little exploration there. But
yeah, they have like one particular like latte I've gotten several times, both hot and cold, and I think it's just like the protein vanilla latte.
Yeah,
and I really like that. I've gotten that several times, and then the other day I went there and they were out of the protein milk. So I got it with like regular milk, but with the protein cold foam. Which I don't know how it's different, but whatever. I thought they made the cold foam out of the milk, but I don't know. I guess not.
Well, the cold foam we would make like up to a few days in advance.
Fair enough. So they put the protein cold foam on it, and I was like, this is pretty good. The only like criticism or constructive thing I could say about it is it is harder to mix into your drink than regular foam is.
Well, sure, yeah. I'd only gotten the hot, and I don't know. I'm not really a foam girl or getting the iced. Like, I like my iced oat milk vanilla latte, and that's about that.
Yeah.
Hot, I'll play around with a bit more, but we'll see. I'll keep trying and see what I can find. I did try. It was the protein vanilla, but I think I went down to just 1 pump of vanilla, and I had gingerbread in there because it was the first day of holiday. But the milk was okay. It wasn't anything, but I could drink it. So.
Yeah, I got it with sugar-free vanilla also.
Oh, yeah. I can't do the sugar-free.
I like
it. Good for you.
Yeah. But the girls were also excited. We had many reasons to be excited the last 48 hours. The girls.
Thank goodness.
Because the millennial queen herself returned to us yesterday evening.
Was it released yesterday?
At 8 p.m. She not only understood her audience, but understood that we're all old and put that shit out at 8 p.m. yesterday. Not some midnight stuff, 8 p.m. So the girls can go to bed at a decent hour.
I can't believe I missed it. I was driving back and then I crashed. So I didn't get the memo.
is very good.
Oh boy, I'm
Is
excited.
very good. I don't know who wrote it. I don't know if she wrote it. I don't know if somebody else wrote it for her.
Don't care.
But the lyrics, the music, I think there was a music video also, which I have not watched yet. I've just listened to the song.
Okay.
But it's needless to say, I am very excited for this album.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fantastic news.
Yeah, very good, very good. It's called Mature.
Well, of course.
Yes.
On my
For
on my
anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, by the way, because I didn't even say, it's Hillary Duff's new single.
nothing else it could be.
Yeah, but some people may not know.
I feel like we talked about it for a minute before.
We did when
that
it
it was
first
coming.
announced.
Yeah.
That she was coming
Oh.
back to music. We didn't even know who, what, when, where, why yet. Just that she was coming back
Me
to the
too.
world saved. Like,
I'm there.
yeah.
Oh, so something that I listened to I had a bit of a crazy travel experience as well last weekend, but as always, I did it to myself. I create the chaos in my travel, unlike you just wander into it.
I just sit in a seat. This
Yeah,
is how
I
live.
plan it, in fact.
Yeah.
So I drove on Friday. I drove from like the middle of Pennsylvania about, what was it, 3.5 hours to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I spent a lot of time growing up and where my husband's family's from. My mother-in-law is moved from Pittsburgh to the town where her daughter lives because she just gave birth to her first child, my first niece.
She's so excited.
excited. Oh, she's so cute. She's little, very little. Yeah, little. She's like swimming in her newborn clothes.
Oh.
Where sometimes they like
She looks so chubby in the photos.
that's her little face.
Her face is very chubby. Oh.
And she has so much hair. Oh my goodness. But so anyway, she was moving and it was about a 10-hour drive. So I drove home. We left at 2 a.m. on Friday or on Saturday morning. Drove 10 hours, no problem. Got her situated Saturday and Sunday. I made a miscalculation. Everybody, including my husband, thought that I was flying home from the general Nashville area. And in fact, I was driving. Now, I did get an extra hour of sleep from Saturday into Sunday.
Sure.
With daylight savings.
So we've got 4 hours instead of 3. Yeah.
No, the night I slept decently the Saturday into Sunday when we were already down there. But we ran into issues like we've always hired help through U-Haul Moving. Like you can book labor through them, like it's subcontracted out. And we had great experiences every time that we were in Maine or whenever we utilized that. So we did the same and it did not go great. They canceled on us they delayed 15 minutes before they were supposed to get there. They wanted to reschedule for the next day. I'd already rented the truck. I drove this big 10-foot box truck, like 45 minutes from U-Haul to where we were. Had to keep it then for extra time, blah, blah, blah. Eventually it all worked out, but I was delayed where I didn't leave. I don't think I left that area until like 3:15, 3:45, something like that. And I lost an hour just from Central to Eastern time driving, plus a 10-hour drive. So I got home at about 3 in the morning. And I had to stop at Buc-ee's as well, so yeah. So I got home at about 3 in the morning Monday morning. And that was not my best work.
Because then what? You had to be at the office at 7?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Did you sleep?
I did. I took a nap. But when I got home from work, I like sat down with Pippa and was on my phone or something. I passed out.
Yeah.
So much so that like I guess I got a work call that I missed. Maybe at like 5:30, 5:45. And my phone was blowing up because people were like, Sarah didn't answer her phone. She always answers her phone. And it was a whole thing. So, anyways, I listened to the new Demi Lovato album when I was driving.
Oh.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It was I enjoyed it. Not like my favorite of the year or anything, but I would recommend a listen there.
That's fair.
It was a good time.
That's fair.
So yeah, the girls are girling.
The girls are girling. The girls are girling. Well, in other music news, the Grammy nominations came out today.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have not been on my phone on social media today at all.
So, as noted before, Taylor Swift did not release any new music in the time period for the Grammys this year. So she's nominated for nothing. For the first time in like 20 years, she's nominated for nothing.
Crazy.
Yeah. Which left a lot of room for some other things.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, for example, Song of the Year, Man-Child is nominated.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Bieber was nominated. That's funny.
For Daisies?
I think so.
You can get behind that, actually.
I think so, because he was also nominated for Album of the Year. The album was named Swag or something.
Yeah, no. Not the album as a whole, but I could get behind Daisies.
Okay, I haven't heard that song. But he was nominated. Bruno Mars and Rose were nominated for APT.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Gaga was nominated for Abracadabra. We love that
Okay.
for her.
Mm-hmm.
But Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters was nominated for Song of the Year. Yeah,
I would give anything.
I know. I want them to win so bad. And what's really exciting about it, honestly, the singer who sings for Rumi.
Is it
wrote-
EJ?
Yes. She wrote or co-wrote all of the songs in the movie. So it's just like, for a woman who's been like relegated in the K-pop world to only being allowed to write songs and not being able to perform, to then being nominated as the first Korean American woman ever to be nominated for a Grammy, is nominated for Song of the Year, a song she both sings the leading vocals on and co-wrote.
Has the #1 movie in the country for weeks on end.
The #1 movie ever watched on Netflix.
Is now getting a sequel.
Yes, in 2029.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's when
You know
they have to animate it. I don't think they expected to make a second one because I don't think they expected it to do well.
So this is not the correct take, probably. But you know what? Justice for Gino.
Honestly, Gino needs. We need a redemption movie for Gino. Yeah.
So exciting. So my favorite song is probably What It Sounds Like. I really love Golden and how it's done.
Yes.
Top tier. My idol really, or oh my God.
Your idol. Yeah.
Yeah. Your idol's really grown on me. And even Soda Pop, just parts of it. And Free, like I like them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite, if I had to pick, is What It Sounds Like. My husband's favorite is Golden. And he thinks that all he keeps singing is, he thinks the words are Barnaby, where it says gonna be.
Uh-huh.
That's what he hears, and he just bops around my apartment all day saying, Barnaby, Barnaby, Golden. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. So, album of the year.
Okay.
I don't know how to say the name of the album, but it's Bad Bunny's album.
Okay.
I don't know who any of these three people are, but Clips, Pusha T, and Malice nominated for their album Let God Sort 'Em Out.
Uh-huh. If it makes you feel any better, I do know who Pusha T is.
I have no clue. Never heard in my life.
Was really interesting to hear you read that. Go
Yeah.
ahead to the next one. Yeah.
Justin Bieber Swag.
Yeah. Sure.
Kendrick Lamar GNX.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Lady Gaga Mayhem, who I honestly would really like to see her get a Grammy. Like, would really love to see that.
I always am on Lady Gaga's team, but Sabrina has to be on this list.
Leo Thomas, I don't know who that is either, for Mutt. Tyler, the Creator, for Chromacopia.
Mm-hmm.
And Sabrina Carpenter for Man's Best Friend.
I feel like it's I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah. And then
Not to.
so, best new artist, Addison Rae, Alex Warren. I'm on Alex Warren's side here. Cat's Eye. And the other 5 people, I have no idea who they are. So, Doce was also nominated for Song of the Year for Anxiety.
Okay.
So I could see that too.
Yeah.
And I forgot the only one I didn't name Bad Bunny for Song of the Year. Billie Eilish for Wildflower. And Kendrick Lamar and SZA for Luther.
Okay.
So, and then best solo pop performance, Chappell Roan, The Subway. Justin Bieber, Daisies.
I really like Daisies.
Lady Gaga, Disease.
Mm-hmm.
Lola Young, Messy. Don't know who that is. And Sabrina Carpenter, Manchild.
Manchild is one of my least favorite songs on the album. I know it was the lead single and had its moment, but yeah.
So then, best pop duo / group performance. SZA with Kendrick Lamar, 30 for 30.
Sure.
Rosé and Bruno Mars for APT.
Yep.
Cat's Eye for Gabrielle. Golden from Huntrix. And Cynthia Evero and Ariana Grande for Defying Gravity.
I mean, what a choice.
Correct.
Sophie's choice here. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yep. So then, best pop vocal album. Justin Bieber, Swag. Lady Gaga, Mayhem.
Okay.
Sabrina Carpenter, Man's Best Friend. Teddy Swims, I've Tried Everything But Therapy, Part 2.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
My kind of hope to win, Miley Cyrus, Something Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Demon Hunters are nominated in only one category?
2 categories. Song of the Year and Best Duo Group.
Okay, so the Wicked Gals can take duo and they can win best song.
Yeah, that would be ideal, honestly.
Okay. Fantastic.
But, I mean, other than that, there's not really many things that I guess we probably care about. But there is apparently, I didn't know this was a category. I saw this on TikTok earlier. Best Spoken Word Poetry Album is a category at the Grammys.
They're just fishing so people can get EGOTs now.
I guess so. Let's see. Yeah, not a whole lot. Best Musical Theater Album is...
we care about that a lot, actually.
Buena Vista Social Club.
Okay.
Gypsy.
Okay.
Just in Time. Which
Sure.
we did think about going to see. Maybe Happy Ending, which we also thought about going to see. And then what we did see, Death Becomes Her.
So good.
Yes. We don't really, or I know you don't care about the country music stuff.
Not a ton. I like a few of them, but not many.
So I think that pretty much like rounds us out as far as nominations. Oh, best song written for visual media, Golden, is in that list.
That's a lock in that category,
Correct.
I feel.
Best music video, Anxiety by Doechii, So Be It by Clips, Love by OK Go, Young Lion by Sade, and Man-Child by Sabrina Carpenter.
The first 4 songs, it's like you're speaking another language.
Correct.
You're just like...
The only one I know is Anxiety by Doechii, which is a banger of a song. But I don't think there's not a whole lot else here, I think.
I mean, I think we can shift into the other musical developments this week. It's been a big week in music for you. You went to another concert.
I did. I went to yet another Halsey concert. 2 times in 1 year.
How many?
Tours. 2 in 1 year. She went on 2 tours this year. For a woman who gets chemotherapy every other week, she's really out here killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Which it was fantastic. So
Love that.
she is doing the Back to Badlands tour. It's the 10-year anniversary. We talked about this before when it was announced and we bought tickets. 10-year anniversary tour. The day was finally here. So my friend Bex and I drive down to Boston, meet up with her friend. I would like to say, I don't know how old her friend is, but Bex is in her late 20s. I'm 30. I would like to add, though, that Bex does not act like she's in her 20s. She has been working since she was, like, 12 years old, so she's very, like, aware, like, she's very, like, we're of the same maturity level, I guess you would say. Like, so, what we didn't, okay, so I would like to also note, Halsey is a year older than me. This woman was born a year before us, which makes her 31 years old. Actually, 32, I believe. No, 31.
She was 93? Okay.
31. 31 years old. So we're in our 30s now, okay? We're in our 30s. We decided that it would be fun, because we got tickets not super far back. We got seated tickets, not lawn tickets, but decently far back from the stage at the For My Last Trick tour. And we decided that it would be really, really fun to stand in the pit this time.
Oh, okay.
Which, for that concert would have been a lot. I mean, I take that back, actually. That was a pretty long concert because it had like 2 halves and an intermission. Like, but I think would have been different. We forgot, I think, how old we are. And the bigger problem was that, unbeknownst to us, when we bought the tickets, that Halsey said, Eras Tour, I see your chips and I raise you this.
Oh, boy.
So she
Catherine.
even said at the beginning of the show that she had been averaging 31, 32 songs per show up to that point. That's a lot. None of them were cuts. None of them were like she sings the first verse in the bridge or something like, you know, like none of it. She sang the whole song for all of them. She also said in her like beginning speech at the show that she noted about her album being 10 years old, and she said, well, that means 2 things. 1, I was way too young to be doing half that shit, and a lot of you are way too young to be listening to me do half that shit. And 2, the rest of us are old. And then she proceeded to play 37 songs at our show. She got to the end and she said, you know what? I think I'm just going to play all of my encore songs instead of just the couple rotations like I have been.
Yeah, sure.
37 songs this woman played. She, again, so this is the second time this has happened. Also, this next thing. She partied so hard with us in Boston, just like last time.
Again?
That she had to go to the emergency room and was in the emergency room for the rest of the night with a minor medical emergency, is what she said. She did not cancel her next show. When I saw her last time, we partied so hard in Mansfield outside of Boston that she had to cancel her next show in Bangor that we were also supposed to go to. 2 times. I was like, this woman's got to stop coming to Boston. Like, I know that her dad is from here or whatever, but she's got to stop coming here.
Boston will get down.
Okay, but there was also a funny incident. I kind of wish I had been at night 2 of this concert. There was a funny incident that happened that I saw on the internet the next day. But apparently, she was like giving a speech to the crowd, and some guy, don't know who he thought he was talking to, but this guy shouts out from the crowd, just stop talking and play.
Oh, no.
To which she turned around and yelled at him and said, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? And then proceeded to like talk some more. And then at the end of it, before she started playing, she was like, my mom's from New Jersey, my dad's from Boston, so that basically makes me a demon.
The lethal combination. She's like, I was born in Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah, she was like, we're gonna fucking fight.
Oh boy. And though that they certainly will.
They will. So it was fantastic. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
There were quite a few songs that I never thought, they're definitely not the most popular, never thought would get played at any show that I really love, like Strange Love and Young God, that she played. She played every song from Badlands, plus a bunch of other songs. Obviously, there's only like 14 songs on the Badlands album.
Can you tell me about the part that you maybe didn't enjoy of your Boston trip?
Which one?
Oh boy.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
So, one thing about me is I have been accused many times of overly tipping people. That I don't know the meaning of 20% and I should learn it.
Yeah.
I'm like a 30 to 40% tipper sometimes.
It's painful with like traveling for work. I can only technically reimburse 20%. So I have to carry cash, which I don't normally do, so that I can add to it because it's frustrating.
Not enough. Yeah.
No, not most of the time.
Yeah. So I have never in my life, I have left like lower tips for bad service and stuff like that, or if like something like I have never, ever, ever in my life left a $0 tip.
Dun, dun, dun.
Until now. So,
oh boy.
We get to Boston, we park in our parking garage, and we walk over to where the venue is. It wasn't very far. It was like a 5 or 6 minute walk. We parked on Newberry Street.
Did you pay $90 for parking?
No, we paid $23 for parking.
Never.
And it was valet parking.
Okay.
Yeah. So we walked to the it was the MGM Grand Ballroom Hall, I think it's called. It's right next to Fenway. It's literally like connected to Fenway, basically. We were on Fenway Street. And to which I sent a picture to my husband. He was very sad and jealous. So we get to the venue. We don't want to wait in the crazy ass line because we don't need to be pushed up right against the barricade or something, anything like that. So we decided we were going to get some dinner. We had like 2.5 hours before the show started. So we decided to get some dinner. We went to this one place first, and there was like a line to be seated, and we're like, we're not doing that shit. So we went to the place next to it. And there was nobody in there. We should have known. It did get busier as we were leaving because we got there like pretty much pre-dinner time. So like that could attribute to the nothingness because there was a lot of people by the time we left.
I'm going to need you to text me the name of the place so I know. I know you won't say it here.
Yeah. So anyway, we go, there's no, there wasn't any hostess, but she came up in like 20 seconds, like no big deal. And we wanted to just sit at the bar, so she told us just to go ahead and sit. So we go, it's like an L-shaped bar, like a lot of them are, but the short side was only like 3 seats. So we sat on the corner. And we sit down, and we're like looking over at the bartenders who are all the way at the other end of the bar. It's like a 30-foot bar, pretty big. And they are both scrolling on their phones.
Okay.
Both of them.
Okay.
So I should add that Bex and her friend are not quiet people. Not that I am.
No, I would not describe you that way.
But this is a different level. Like, they're not afraid. They are not afraid of any.
They don't have that southern
restraint.
Southern lady upbringing. Yeah.
Okay. They're both from Rhode Island, I believe. So.
Actually, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotcha.
So after a few minutes, her friend like starts kind of waving. And I mean a few minutes, not exaggerating. Yeah. And then the bartender finally comes down and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just wasn't paying attention." And we're like, "No shit." And so he puts like the drink menus and the food menus in front of us, and we order really quick drinks, and then we're looking at the food menu. It took almost 20 minutes. We were basically finished with our first drinks. Almost 20 minutes for them to come back to take our food order.
Mm-hmm.
And many times, our particular bartender, scrolling. So, eventually he takes our food order. And then he doesn't write anything down, which always makes me nervous. I looked at Rebecca and I said, if he fucks up our food, I'm going to be pissed. He didn't, thankfully.
Okay.
Because that would have set me off. There's one thing you don't do, it's fuck up my food. I eat very specific things, and I am very good at, like, this is what I want. And if they fuck it up, we have problems. So, we finally get our food, except they only brought out my food and Bex's food.
Not the friends.
Not the friend. So the like food runner or whatever he was like, oh, it'll be right out. You won't guess how long it took for her to get her food?
Another 30 minutes.
It was 22 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
Bex and I were like sitting there for a while, like kind of picking at our French fries, but like manners, you don't eat until everybody has their food. Like that's just how it is when you're eating as a group, right? And eventually she looked at us and she was like, you guys just eat. Like, it's fine. Just eat. I was getting pissed at this point. I was pissed. Then the person next to us who sat down after we had already ordered our food got her food before the friend had her food. So
yeah, we got a big problem now.
So we looked at the food runner and we're like, hey, she hasn't got her food yet. And he was like, oh, it'll be out in just a minute. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Thankfully for them, it wasn't just 2 minutes before he brought her food over. But I really think that food was fucking sitting in that window or sitting on a tabletop somewhere back there. And they fucking forgot about it.
Yeah.
So
it seems like the food runner was the only one working in this place, though.
Well, the whole time that we had our food and we're waiting for hers and everything, our bartender, nowhere to be seen. He was seen. We saw him at the other end of the bar. Could not deign a checkup on us. Could not. Couldn't be bothered. So we never got another drink, by the way. We just had the one the whole time. It wasn't until we flagged somebody down, a different bartender, to ask for the check, that we were able to ask also for water. Yeah, didn't check at the time. We had empty drinks. We had 3 empty drink glasses sitting on the bar.
The water refill is what kills me most of the time. That's like what will get me.
They didn't even give us water to start.
No. I go through like 5 or 6 glasses minimum when I'm out. Like, it's just not gonna work.
So we paid the check. And well, I paid the check because I put my card for the tab just to have one. And I was like, it's fine. Like, I'll just pay and we'll Venmo, whatever. I don't care. So I pay the check and I'm like, they give me the check and I go to fill it out and I like look at Rebecca and I'm like trying to think like what I want to tip. And I looked at her, I'm like, I don't think I want to leave anything. Like everything was bad. Like the food wasn't even that good. The fries were good, but the food wasn't even that good. Which is not like a tipping problem. That's not the waiters but like none of their fault. But the service was just so atrocious that I was like, she looked at me and she was like, you shouldn't, like, don't leave anything.
Yeah, they were on fire about it.
Yeah, so I put it 0.00 lines through all the zeros, wrote the total as the total and signed it, and took a picture in case some shenaniganing happens.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
$100 tip.
Exactly. That was what I was afraid was going to happen. So if I saw that charge on my credit card, I was making some calls, but I had the evidence. Yeah.
Oh boy, it's been a crazy time for you, my
It
friend.
has. It was pretty wild, but it was, yeah, it was not great. It was not good at all.
I hope you get a little bit of calm before we get into this holiday season.
I hope so. I
You've
think
had
it's already
some
begun,
time.
honestly.
Oh, yeah, it probably has. I went to get something for my husband for something he's doing at work, and he wanted something Thanksgiving themed, so I went to Michael's. I did find a few little things, but I mean, it's Christmas. It's Christmas everywhere.
Correct.
So
Correct.
it's Christmas online. It's Christmas in stores. It's just
Yep. It's
we did a
time.
skit on
Correct.
Thanksgiving.
Correct.
So
We don't know her.
no, we don't.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my story. That was what
Oh my
happened.
goodness.
But we had a great time at the concert. And then as we were walking back to the car, we were like, well, not even then. Like, we were struggling the last, like, 30 minutes of the concert because we're old and we were standing on wood floors
Mm-hmm.
in a really hot room with a bunch of people around us. Next time, we're going to pay extra and get seats.
The only tour I have gone, the only show I've gone to in 20 plus years is the Eras tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even in the front, up in the front, they did give me a seat. I did not sit in it, but they gave it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, it's been a few weeks, my friend.
It has. It has.
Been a few weeks. I'm trying to think. I don't even know what's coming up this week. Who could say?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Knows? Honestly, anything could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Anything
Mm-hmm.
could happen these days. Yeah.
Well, we'll hear about it again next week, won't we?
will. Yes, absolutely, we will.
All right, my friend. Well, it was great to catch up with you.
Oh, yes.
I have missed you
Me too.
and the nonsense.
Oh.
It went unscheduled.
It did. It did. We had some stuff.
Yeah.
But we're
Yeah.
back.
Yay.
All right, my friend. Well, I'll see you next week.
I will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.